Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Wendy's Cookie Crochet Tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a half double crochet, and this is for a very beginner. So if you have never done a half double crochet ever before, maybe you've never even seen anybody do a half double crochet before, this is the video for you. So what I'm starting out with is, and this is part of my series, by the way, my new series, the If You've Never Crocheted in Your Life Ever Before, This Is Where You Start series. So in this video, I am using my Red Heart Super Saver yarn, worsted weight 4, and this color is called Forest, just by the way. And I am using my 5.5mm crochet hook. And what I'm going to do to get started is I'm just going to make a slip knot onto my hook. And if you don't know how to make a slip knot, go back and watch the video. I'm going to try to remember to link it right up here, but go back and watch that video, and that'll give you detailed examples and instructions and different ways to make a slip knot. Now what I'm going to do from here is I am just going to chain 10, and again I have another video telling you how to chain, so just go back and watch that video, and I'll try to remember to link that video also. But I'm going to have all of these on my channel in their own specific section so you can easily find them. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more is 10. So if I wanted to go ahead and count these, I would do it like this. I do 1, 2, 3, you're counting like these little V's, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I have 10 chains, and this loop is not counted as a chain. That's just your working loop. So how to make a half double crochet now is I'm going to start in my second chain from my hook. So if you look, your hook is in the loop, and this is the first chain from your hook, this is the second chain from your hook. And this first chain is pretty much known as your turning chain, so it allows you to get a little bit more height. And then the second chain is going to be your working chain, the first one you start working in. I'm going to pull my yarn tighter, and again, you know, I want you to do this over and over and over, make like a million half double crochets before you're ready to actually start crocheting a project with it, because you really want to get your tension right. It doesn't, so it's not too tight, not too loose, and so it's comfortable for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over my hook, and then I'm going to insert my hook in that second chain from where the hook is. So I've inserted my yarn. So now I have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. Now I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to turn my hook pretty much towards kind of where these V's meet at. If you can see where these V's meet at, I'm going to turn my hook towards that. I'm going to pull through the chain. So I'm going to pull the yarn through the chain. So now I still have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to yarn over, so loop over my hook, and again I'm going to turn my hook down like this to where it meets kind of where that V is at again, and now I'm going to pull through all 3 of those loops. And sometimes it can be hard, just work with it. And so now I just have the 1 working loop on my hook. And so I'm going to repeat that down each and every one of these chains, and when I get done I will have 9 half double crochets. So again, I'm going to yarn over my hook, and I'm going to insert my hook into that next chain. So it's the top part of that next chain. And so now I have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over again, and then I'm going to pull through that first loop. So now I have 1, 2, 3 loops on my hook again. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull through all 3 of those, and I'm just going to keep on going exactly like that. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to insert my hook into that next chain. So here is the top of that chain. So insert my hook, going to yarn over again and pull my hook through. And so now I have 1, 2, 3 loops on my chain. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull through all 3 of those. I'm going to keep on going. So something I want to show you about the half double crochet. So this is the side of it. So you see you kind of have 3 loops here. So there's the 1, 2, and 3. Same thing, you look at the next one. So your half double crochets will have 3 loops. 1, 2, 3 loops, counting your top loop. And then if you look at it from the top, it almost looks exactly kind of like the, the tops of your chain stitch. So here's your stitches. So you have this first stitch, there's 1, 2, 3. And don't mistake this chain or this that chain, turning chain, for a stitch, because this turning chain is this right here, but it is not a stitch. So don't mistake that. So again, we have 1, 2, 3 half double crochets that we've made. So we're going to continue on. We're going to insert our hook into the next chain, going to yarn over, we're going to pull through that first loop, then we're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3. And we're just going to keep on going exactly like that all the way till the end. And at the end you will have a total of 3 loops, or at the end you'll have a total of 9 half double crochets. Again, you're going to just yarn over, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over again, pull through the chain, and then yarn over again and pull through all 3 of those loops. And you do that to the very last chain that you have. So now we have one more chain that we're going to do. Sorry, my dog is making a noise behind me. And now when we get to that very last chain, we're going to pull our hook out and we're just going to count here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here. So this is your last one, this one right here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to turn your work. And you may benefit from something like a stitch marker. So you may want to mark the first and last stitch just so you can tell which is a stitch and which is not a stitch, so you don't get that turning chain confused. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing that I was doing before, but this time we're going to work in these areas right here. So you see where the chain will fit right underneath this little V here. So here's your V on top. It's going to fit right through this little hole right here. And so you're going to do that all the way down. So how it fits through these little holes right here is how you're going to work it. So if you were, let's say that you wanted to work a little bit different, you could work, this is your front loop right here. And then the one that is furthest from you is your back loop. So if a pattern says work in your front loop, they're talking about the one that's closest to you always. If it says work in the back loop, they're talking about the one that's furthest from you. Just a additional little FYI there. So now we're going to start off doing exactly like we were doing before. We're going to yarn over our hook. Then we're going to insert our hook into this little space right here. And you're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through your half double crochet from your previous round. We're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3. And so this will also have 9, and you're going to continue to do that. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into that next stitch. And when you do it, you're kind of pretending like this V is 1 loop instead of 2. That's kind of how I like to think about it anyway. So this V with both stitches is technically right this second, let's say it's 1 loop instead of 2. So you're going to yarn over again, pull through that V, and then yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. And you keep on going exactly like that. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch. You're going to yarn over again, pull through the stitch, then yarn over again and pull your hook through all 3 stitches, and keep on going exactly like that. So yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over again, pull through the stitch, and then yarn over again and pull through all 3. And you keep on doing that over and over again until you keep on doing that over and over again until you get the length that you need. And practice this, practice makes perfect. And for tension, you're definitely going to want to practice doing this. So here, this can look a little funky. So you see how it's kind of like on the edge there, and you might be thinking, oh no, is this an actual stitch? Is it not a stitch? That's why marking that first one sometimes can be a really good idea. So if I mark that first stitch, I know exactly this is where my last stitch will be on that next round. But this is a stitch, and I know it's a stitch, so I'm going to insert my hook in that stitch, just like I've been doing, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And it's a good idea to count your stitches as you go, just to make sure that you have the right amount. You don't want to accidentally wind up with too many or too little for that. You don't want to skip a stitch, but you don't want to put 2 in 1. And that does happen a lot, especially with these edges. So we can count them, or count them as you go would be a great idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know anything else you guys needed or wanted to know about this video series. And just practice, everyone. And happy hooking!